I'm alive. Not alive. I am live.
So you're alive, but not alive?
I am alive
Alive
and
in our own
live.
way, just dead.
Hello. Um, it is Thursday afternoon, and we are in bed pretty early. It's about was it like 11:30 now?
After midnight.
Really? Already? Well, it's after midnight, but it's a lot earlier than we typically go to bed. We've been going to bed every morning at like 5 or so and then popping up like before noon. Today I slept in pretty late until like 1 and everybody had been up for a couple hours. Kind of felt bad, but also was tired. Um, a lot went on yesterday, a lot of highs and lows, but today was a much better day. But I also don't mean that like I don't want to like say, oh, we don't talk about yesterday, or like yesterday didn't, I don't want to say didn't end well. There were just a lot of things that happened personally for me and that happened for other people that were personal. There were a lot of good things. There were a lot of points that were not so good, but everything that happened needed to happen. So I'll say that much. And because of how everything was yesterday, I feel like everyone turned out better for it. Is that fair to say? So today, first I'll say I feel as though so far this week, every day has been, I feel like I've been learning things. And all week, I've been kind of practicing and, just really focusing on not looking at things like, oh, the least I can do, or feeling like people owed me something, but making compromising or sacrifices or surrendering and that kind of thing without expecting anything and without looking at it like, oh, that's the least I can do, and more so just doing it because it's what I want to do. I get an outcome I want and I see the people I care about happy. So today, I feel as though that happened with something that I told myself would never happen again. So basically, we went to the animal shelter today, which I've never been to one, but it's a really nice one in our neighborhood. And we went because our niece wanted to go. So we went just to go hang out, look at some animals and stuff. And the first thing we see are kittens. And I don't know if it's like this in many places, but in California or in my area, there are a lot of cats that are in animal shelters because we just have a lot of cats. And they're usually really good deals to get a cat because they want to encourage you to adopt a cat. So today they had like 2 kittens for $25, which sounds adorable, right? But everyone knows I'm allergic to cats, and honestly, don't have the best track record when it comes to animals and cats in particular. Cats and I just typically don't get along. Last time we had a cat here, we had to get rid of the cat for that reason, and because of the allergies. So look at the kittens, then we go and we look at some dogs, and it's just like it's a good time, but also it's just kind of like, okay, see some animals, and then we'll go home. Um, and my husband is melting because that's what he does when it comes to animals, right, Daddy? You know what I'm talking about. So he makes mentions like throughout the whole trip. We're there for like 2 hours, which is quite a while. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so weak. Oh, if I see someone that melts my heart, I'm gonna have to take you home. And it's like, yeah, okay, but we've talked about this. We're not gonna get a pet until we move. So I know it's coming and I hear it coming because after looking at the dogs, they want to go back to the kittens. But then I end up kinda in a way bringing everyone over. Hey guys, come meet Charlie, who was like a cute puppy, and I found the puppies. So we go and we're looking at the puppies and such. And after after we're looking at the puppies, like, oh, I want to go back and look at the kittens. So we go back to look at the kittens, and everyone's about ready to go. And I'm kind of across the room where like the kittens or whatever, and I hear my son and my husband talking about how cute the kittens are. And the next thing I hear is, you'll have to convince Asia. In my mind, I knew that meant that my husband has decided that he is down for getting an animal, and my kid wants to get an animal, but now we need to convince Asia. Then I was like, well, what would you need to convince me of? Because while I don't really like the idea of getting an animal, I love dogs. So the only thing that you would have to convince me of is getting a cat. So then I hear him come on, hey Asia, and we have this long talk about getting a cat. So it's a lot of pressure because I'm like, this is a lot right now. So I was like, I need to talk to my husband in private. So we end up talking, and ultimately, long story short, my kid got a cat today, a kitten. And, there were a lot of reasons why I wanted to say no, but there were a lot of reasons I wanted to say yes. And, besides my dislike of cats and, my experience with cats personally, my biggest concern was the fact that I'm very allergic to cats. So my kid gave me this whole spiel about how he's going to take care of everything. And, I believe him, take care of the litter, take out the trash multiple times a day and be on it. This is his cat, his responsibilities, and I won't have to worry about a thing. He will take care of everything. Even when it's far to say, if you ever see a hair, let me know and I'll drop everything and take care of it, because while I want a kitten, I also realize you're allergic, and I want to work overtime to make sure that it'll never bother you. So, we, kind of, they were trying to talk me down. It's like, oh, let's try like a 1 month trial. If it doesn't work out, we can bring him back. I'm like, well, that's kind of messed up, because by then you're bonding with the cat. But ultimately, it was just like, there are things that I can do and look into where I can tolerate having, or be able to make myself be able to stand having the cat around for health reasons. And I saw the joy on my family's face at the idea of getting a kitten. And this is something that my husband had been talking about for a little while. He missed having a pet in the house, and I know my kid loves cats, and my niece just loves anything living. And it's just like, let's just go ahead and do it. What the hell? So that was kind of a big decision I feel like I made today, and I don't regret it at all. The cat seems really chill. It's a cute kitten, only a few months old, and the cool thing is, because we adopted him from the place. This cat is neutered. Shots are updated. We can go back and get him chipped for like $20. We have all his paperwork. Oh right, he's chipped already. We, paperwork, everything's like official. It's not like, oh, we found a cat on Craigslist. No, it didn't come from someone's house or something like that. I mean, this is, this place is, it's called like the animal sanctuary. Something that's actually really, it doesn't look like a shelter. It looks like, it's just really nice. It's a very nice place. It almost looks like the children hospital, but for pets. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we got a kitten, and my kid's happy about it, so that makes me very happy. Got them home, and then my husband Trina and I went out and got things for the cat, litter box, a couple of toys, food, litter, all that kind of stuff. We even got like a little bed and stuff. So the first couple of nights, everything's going to be in Kari's room because, it's a baby kitten and, getting used to the idea of everything. The kitten is really shy and just really mellow and just naps a lot. Even like when he had his catnip and stuff, he got a little more excited, but it wasn't like a typical cat type of excited. It was more so like, all right, I'll come out the room a little bit, but saying come close, I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Hold on. He just kind of run away. And they made it very clear this cat does not like to be picked up. So it's like he won't like scatter or anything like that, but it's just like he wants to get out your arms. It's like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to nap. So in that sense, it's really cool. Thing I don't really like. I think kittens are adorable, but kittens are wild and typically they're really scratchy, not on purpose, but they're just being kittens. But this cat is not like many kittens, at least so far what I've seen. So that's cool. I will admit something really weird. When we first got to the animal shelter and we saw all of the kittens, um, the first kitten that I noticed was the kitten that we got. And I remember looking, I was like, oh, okay, kittens. I was like, oh, you. Something about you. You're really cute. And it's a really pretty kitten. It's like mostly white with like some light brown splotches and then like a striped tail. It's really cute. And ended up naming him Eevee, which I guess is a Pokemon, a unisex Pokemon. So that's really cute. But that was the kitten that I noticed. And I remember thinking, that kitten stands out. Every other kitten is, being a kitten in the cage and everything. And this kitten was just like taking a nap. Looked up, oh, hey, I see you there, but just gonna keep napping. And it was ironic that that's the one that he ended up wanting. So, anyway, we have a kitten now. Um, so, anyway, that happened today, and overall it was a good day. Got back home. I made us all corned beef sandwiches, and we had fries. Um, that was cool. And then we played a couple of games and watched some Forensic Files. My niece is really into that. And then we all pretty much went our separate ways to go to bed. I thought I was the only one. I've been kind of weird today, kind of tired, and my neck hurts bad. But then Trina was complaining about neck problems, and then Kari was, and then my husband is too. So I think it's because we went to a water park and all the rides and all of that stuff, and I think it was just kind of like a lot on the body, so it left everyone kind of tired, mellow, and so sleep. As you can hear. I'm gonna join him, get some rest myself. So that is my video for the day.